everybody. I thought it would be so fun to have you come join me for a circle time today. I wish that you were all sitting here with me in the stumps, but since you can't be here right now, you can be here on my video. So let's sing to each other and join me. And if you have anybody at your house around you, you can wave to them or you can just wave back at me. Let's sing what we usually do when we start circle time. Hello everybody, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Hello everybody, how do you do? How do you do today? And how are you? I hope you're doing wonderful. I'm doing really great today. I have been enjoying watching the weather go crazy outside. So, if you were here with me today, I would pick somebody in our circle time to be our weather helper. But since we're all at home, we all get to do the weather, which is so fun. The weather outside today has been sunny. So I'm going to draw sunshine. If you want to draw the weather, you can run and go get a piece of paper and a pen, or you can just draw it in the air with me. Draw a little sunshine. But just now, the sun was out, and then all of a sudden, it started pouring down rain. So I'm going to put lots of rain on our weather. Lots of rain. What has the weather been like for you at your house? Has it been crazy spring weather? Because that's what it's been here. And I also heard it might snow soon. What? That's crazy. So draw some weather, or you can draw some weather after the video if you'd like. But you can peek outside your window and look at the weather all day long because it's so interesting when it's spring, right? We also have our letter of the day. Do you remember what letter this is? If you know it, shout it out. This is W the worm. And W the worm from Washington loves to wiggle. Wah, wah, wah. She wiggles every weekend down to West Virginia to visit her worm sister Wanda. Wah, wah, wah is the sound she makes every time she wiggles. One weekend, however, W the worm didn't watch the weather, so she had to wiggle wah, wah, wah through watery mud on her way to see Wanda. Ah, poor W the worm. Okay, your turn. You get to wiggle like W the worm and make the sound that W makes. So, we're going to put our bodies like a worm because they don't have any arms, right? And we're going to wiggle, wah, wah, wah. And you can wiggle your head, and you can wiggle your feet, and you can wiggle your legs, and you can wiggle your arms, but keep together like a worm and say wah, wah, wah. If we had our notebooks, we would start at the red dot, and we would say the sound letter W makes. Wah, wah, wah. And we can remember W the worm from Wanda. So it's kind of funny that we're talking about W the worm because this week we are also talking about birds around here. And I have seen so many birds all over the place. I wanted to read you this special book called Have You Heard the Nesting Bird? But before I read it, I want you to think a little bit about what birds eat. Can you think about what birds might eat? This is a big hint. Birds sometimes like to eat worms. Actually, I think a lot of times they like worms. I see them going in the garden and looking for all the worms, and I bet there are a lot of worms out today because of the rain. So back to our book. This is a really fun book, and if you want to help me throughout the book, you can say the sounds that the birds are saying. There's all different kinds of birds in here. And I've noticed there's a lot of birds outside my window, and I want to know what kind of birds you have outside your window. So our book is called Have You Heard the Nesting Bird by Rita Gray. Pictures by Kennard Pack. So we'll open up to our title page. Have you heard the nesting bird? Oh, I think I might see a little bird in the nest. Morning doves take their morning stroll. Coo, 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 coo. Woodpecker calls from a tree with a hole. Cook, 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 cook. Can you make that noise? Cook, 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 starling sings from a metal pole. Whistle-wee, whistle-tree. But have you heard the nesting bird? What bird? Where? That robin nesting up there. Sparrow makes a simple jingle. Chittick, chittick. Swallow slides from under a shingle. Ha-ha, chit, 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 chit. Ha-ha, twitter, twit. Crow calls out, come meet and mingle. Caw, 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 caw. Cardinal wears a pointy hat. Cheer, 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 pretty, pretty, pretty. Chickadee is an acrobat. Chickadee-dee-dee. Catbird sounds like a hungry cat. Meow, meow. But have you heard the nesting bird? It doesn't sing, not even a bit. All it does is sit and sit. Blue Jay's shriek is as sharp as a drill. JJ, JJ! Whip Poor Will has a favorite trill. Whip Poor Will, Whip Poor Will. Wood thrush turns the twilight still. Iole, iole. But have you heard the nesting bird? It hasn't sung a single song. This bird has been sitting for so long. There it is, sitting quietly in its nest. Wait, what's that? Tapping? Cracking? Something made a little sound? Breaking? Shaking? The bird is starting to move around. Ruffling, shuffling. The bird flew off with something blue. Cheeping, peeping, look, another robin is coming too. The baby birds are here, hooray! The end. Now I want you to go outside and watch for some robins, because I have seen a lot of robins outside, and I learned a lot about robins from this book. But one thing is that robins are so quiet in their nest. Remember in the book when they were just sitting so quietly and nobody could hear them? Because they don't want anybody to know that they're keeping their little baby eggs all safe inside the nest. So they are really quiet. So your job now, I have a job for you, is find some sort of paper around your house. Ask your grown-up in your house if it's okay if you can use some paper. I use some old paper that we don't need anymore, and I cut it in half and I put it together like a little book. You can staple it or you can tape it. And then what I want you to do is do your very best drawing of a bird on the front. So let's see. A bird has a little beak and it has some feathers. Let's see. There's my beak and there's my little feathers. And it has some feet and an eye and maybe some little feathers on top. And then I'm going to write the word bird. B-I-R-D. And this is going to be my bird journal. And I think something that would really help with my bird journal is if I put my name. So I'm going to put my name on the bottom. You put your name on your journal. And then you can do this anywhere inside your house. You just go to a window and you watch for birds. And every time you see one, you draw what you see inside your book. You can draw if they are in a nest, or if they are flying around, or if they're taking a bird bath. I saw some birds taking a bird bath here the other day. So that is your job for today. I want you to try and make your own bird journal with any kind of paper. Even if you have some old mail, maybe an envelope, you could fold that in half and it could become your bird journal and you could draw birds on there. And you know what? Birds don't have to look just like this bird. You could have a bird that you see in a nest. Maybe you just draw a little circle and you draw the little head and the body and its feet. Or maybe you see a bird that's flying, so you might just draw some lines for flying. Whatever you want to write. And you can also have your grown-up in your house write down what you saw for you. Or you can practice writing it. So really quick, to finish up our circle time, I wanted to show you that we have some birds on our farm. And some people don't think of these as birds, but our chickens are birds. And here they are, getting their little drink before they go to bed tonight. Bye everybody, I'll see you soon, love you.